Guys, my name is Michael Karras, and today we'll be doing a little demonstration of how to use Ettercap to perform a man-in-the-middle attack, and how to use Driftnet to capture images that are being sent over an IP packet through the man-in-the-middle attack. So first, I want to say that this video is being done for Dr. Alexander Ponz's ethical hacking course, and that these tools should only be used in educational purposes and in a controlled environment. So please don't do this on any other network that does not belong to you. So first, what we want to do is to go to, we want to set an IP forwarding to 1 before we can do anything. So let's do echo 1 /pros /sys /net /IPv4 /IP_forward. Now what we want to do is we want to go to change our directory to /etc ettercap, and then look for a config file. So if we do dir, we can see it right here. So let's do gedit eder.conf. So it'll take us to this file, and what we want to do is we want to change a few things here. So this ECU ID number is usually like 6,000 and something, 60,000 and something. We want to change both of those to 0, which is usually line 16 and 17. So once we change these to 0, we want to go down until we get to Linux. And if it says if you use IP tables, right here, these 2 lines under, they usually have pound signs. You want to get rid of those pound signs. And once you get rid of those, you can do a Control S to save it, or click Save on top, and then Control Q to get rid of it. Now we are ready. So what we want to do is to go CD back to my home. Now we want to go to Ettercap and -G for graphical. Now usually this is how the attack is supposed to work. I'm running Kali Linux in a virtual machine. I'm actually using VMware Player, so it's giving me a little bit of problems. But I've actually seen a workaround done by Luxin Modestin, who actually did a similar video for the same ethical hacking course. So what we want to do is make sure that options, we have it on promiscuous mode, and go to sniff and then unified bridge. What I will do for now, we'll stay on Ethernet 0 and then click OK. So what we'll do is we'll go to host and then scan for host. Now you notice it says it's found 3 hosts. So if you click back on host and go to host list, you'll actually see the hosts is found. Here's the actual router for the VMware Player, and 2 additional addresses. So it's not actually reporting our own MAC address for this virtual machine for Kali. So if you want to, let's just exit this real quick and start it back up. So I'm using a wireless adapter as well, so we'll use that network interface. And then we'll perform the same scan host. Now you see we found 7 hosts, so go back to host list, and now your first target always wants to be the actual network, actual router. So the routers usually end in .1, so you can click on that one and do add to target 1. And for the target we'll be going against, that will be doing the man in the middle, I actually have a MacBook set up next to me, which has the IP address of 0.6 at the end. So we'll do this as add to target 2. Then we can come to MITM, which is an acronym for man in the middle, do ARP poisoning. And what we want to do is we want to do check sniff remote connection. We want to sniff both endpoints of this connection here. So we'll click OK, And now you can see it says we've poisoned the victims of group 1 and group 2 here. So now if we click start and start sniff, we've actually already started sniffing once we clicked our network. So how it's supposed to happen is once we have this running, we can open another terminal and then start Driftnet, Driftnet-I for interface, and then we're on the wireless LAN 0. And now what's supposed to happen is as I browse on the MacBook, any image that I'm browsing is supposed to be able to be displayed on Driftnet. Now, as I do this, what I've noticed is that virtual machines actually have a problem doing this in the graphical interface of Ettercap. So we'll actually run it in command line mode and see if we can get it to working. So I'm on Google Images, and so far Driftnet has not captured any image packets, nor has it done it for me. And I've been running this for a few hours now, so I'm pretty sure it's the virtual machine environment that's not allowing it to do it through the graphical Ettercap. So what we'll do is we'll just exit this for now, and then we'll stop the man in the middle here. So just to show you how Driftnet works, we'll just run it on its own on my virtual machine environment. So let's close this and run it back again. And then from here we'll actually go to the command line of Ettercap and do the 2 endpoints again and see if we can get it to work. So what's happening with the ARP poison is that Ettercap is actually targeting the ARP tables that the router holds that actually has the corresponding MAC addresses and IP addresses. So it knows once packets come through from the internet to the router, it knows how to route the actual packets to the corresponding computer. So what we'll do is unify bridge again. We'll stay on this one. Actually, we only have to do this. Let's go to Driftnet and just stay on ETH0. So now that we have it running here, now Driftnet is actually scanning everything on the router's subnet. So let's go to IceWeasel. Alright, so we have Driftnet running the VMware subnet. So this is how Driftnet is supposed to work. It actually examines the IP packets that are being transmitted within the subnet or between the 2 connected points that you're willing to sniff, and it retrieves the images that are in those packets and displays them to the user of Driftnet. So as in using Ettercap, Driftnet is kind of an extension to it. So you use Ettercap to perform a man-in-the-middle attack, and then you can use Ettercap to, you can use Driftnet to actually display the images that are being transmitted in the IP packets that are being captured with Ettercap. So this is the use of Driftnet. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.